Hey guys, my name is Angelia and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another speed build. I've been really into building lately. I actually built these at the beginning of January. We're kind of in the middle now, I guess. But yeah, so I did this at the beginning of January, right before Scott and I wound up going to Arizona for his job. I just built like a bunch of shells. They're all up on the gallery already. A lot of you guys have already downloaded them. I did them in like varying degrees. So like this one I'm pretty sure I didn't paint. Some of them I did paint, some of them I added some few things, but yeah, they're all in like varying degrees, they're all in different styles for the most part. I did do the roofing on every single build though, because I know roofing can be kind of frustrating. I'm one of those weirdos, I actually quite like doing roofing, which I am aware is kind of odd, because it seems like the general consensus is that most people don't like doing roofs, but I quite like them. So this is just like a little family home. I did base all these off of photos I just found on Google, I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, that's basically where I was going with this one. So I do this thing where I essentially build my house around the roof, which sounds crazy, but you're seeing me do it right here. And then I will reshape parts of the house so the roof doesn't look bad. I don't think it's that weird. I feel like it's actually pretty normal, hopefully. I don't like when things are overlapping too much. I want things to look a little bit cleaner, especially because with this particular roof, I wanted all the eaves kind of pulled out. But yeah, this house I think turned out pretty cute. It also gives me the opportunity to get better at building, and to also potentially in the future, you know, for 100 baby or a legacy, I can just grab one of these existing houses and use that, you know. Just makes it a little bit easier for me in the long run, and it gives you guys the chance to download a new build. But yeah, I was pretty happy with this one. You're gonna see me switch to a different lot here pretty soon. I think what am I doing? Oh, I was trying to emulate the photo and it just wasn't working for me. I tried my best to use items that were base game, so like, you know, the little pole things, and why am I forgetting the name of those? I keep wanting to call them banisters, but that's not correct. So I was trying to use base game items just so like if you don't have a particular pack, you'd still be able to download it. I do think I kind of threw that out the window with other builds, I'm gonna be honest. Now this one, it actually had the porch that came outward like that. I don't know if I kept it that way. I don't think I did. I think I actually might have pulled the porch all the way to the back, but I don't quite remember. Yeah, it's been like a week or two since I actually built this house, or any of these ones that you're about to see. Yeah, what do I do? Do I pull it back in? I might end up pulling it back in, or yeah, I think I might extend the porch. I don't remember entirely. I think I'm about to try to pull it outward, yeah. I kind of did like a small little wraparound type porch dealio here. I thought it was cute. Again, I tried to use base game items to make it a little bit easier for you guys to download. But I think in some of the other builds, I didn't. Because I had like a specific vision in mind, and I'm like, no, I gotta do it. There should be 6 different builds in this video. I don't know if I will talk through all of them. I'm still dealing with a freaking cough, and I woke up this morning all ready to go. I was gonna record a bunch of videos, and then it was like a 30-minute coughing fit, and now I have a headache. I did get rid of the garage door because that garage door is not base game. So when you go to download it, it won't be there. It was there for this video, but I'm 90% positive I got rid of it. I'm trying to remember which house this one is. Again, I did quite a few. So like trying to remember which is kind of a pain in the butt. I don't think this is like my deserty one. Again, they were all based off of real builds. Fixing the roofing here and having problems with that. But I don't know. I think it turned out pretty darn cute. I think this also might be like another family style house, if I'm remembering correctly. Because again, I don't quite remember which order I did what in. I'm starting to remember this one a little bit more. But yeah, I just wanted to do a few shells. I really enjoy making shells. I know I still need to do the shell tours for December. I just haven't had the chance because I've been freaking sick, and then we were in Arizona, and it was a whole freaking thing. Not the Arizona, but me being sick still. I don't feel sick. It's just the cough won't go away. Like, even when we were in Arizona, he would be at his class all day, and I was just in the room coughing. It has not been a good time. Past few days, it hasn't been too terrible, and then I woke up this morning, and it was awful, and now I have a headache, so... Yeah, it hasn't been great. It makes it a little bit tough to want to sit down and record and, like, sit at my computer for a few hours, because it's like, I'm just tired, I want to lay down, you know, that whole thing. But anyways, enough rambling. I really like doing porches, I've found. I think they look really nice. I don't know, I feel like it just adds a little more dimension to the house. This one was a little bit frustrating to me because this house did have, like, little pop-out pieces, like what I'm trying to do here. Excuse me. But they were up, like where I'm trying to do it right now, but they went into the roof. But I knew if I do that, then the roof would be too tall, and I kind of wish what we could do is have half walls, but also have the ability to put roofing on those half walls. Like, maybe that room is just not usable or whatnot, maybe it's just for decoration, but that would make me really happy, personally. Maybe it sounds crazy, but I think it would be great. It still turned out pretty cute, at least in my opinion. This is more of the deserty Mediterranean style house I wound up doing. I'm still not happy about the color of the house, I'm gonna be honest. I was struggling to find a wallpaper that I liked. But like the house that this one's based off of is actually really, really pretty. I don't know, I really liked it. So that's why I wound up trying to build it. I think I did an okay job with it. The roofing for this one kind of threw me for a loop though, so you're gonna see me struggling a little bit with this guy, which it's annoying. But yeah, so I thought this one turned out pretty darn cute as well. I don't know if I would use it. I don't know. I tend to stick to family homes. Like, I love building modern houses. I love building different types of houses. And then inevitably, I go for the standard, like, suburban home when I'm actually playing. I don't know why. Maybe it's just my brain. It works better. I have no idea. I just feel like I have more space. Does that make sense? You would think, like, modern ones would have more space. I feel like I'm just talking nonsense, but I feel like if you play The Sims, you understand, alright? You understand what I'm attempting to freaking say. But yeah, this one turned out cute. Like, the structure of it, I really liked. I feel like I would have issues creating a floor plan for it, but floor plans have always kind of been a struggle for me. Because I prefer an open floor plan, so, like, I like having a lot of space, but then, like, the middle of the house just kind of looks empty if I have, like, a big living room area. So sometimes I struggle with that. I'm trying to get better with that. Again, for some reason, lately, I really prefer just doing exteriors of houses. Like, I really enjoy building shells. Lately, I have not been the biggest fan of doing interior work. Like, decorating and making bedrooms and all that stuff, and I don't know why. I just prefer, ooh, I just whacked my mic. I just prefer it this way. I did end up, yeah, I made it taller so it wouldn't look as weird. Because again, what translates well in real life doesn't quite translate well in The Sims. So, I did try to fix things here and there. So hopefully that translates well, and hopefully you guys like this one. It was a little bit out of my comfort zone because again, I tend to do more suburban family houses and not so much this, but I still think it turned out nice. Personally. Again, the colors are what really was frustrating for me. In particular with this one, I kept struggling with it so hard. This one is painted. I think the rest of the builds from here on out are actually painted. And again, those ones may not be base game compatible, but you should still be able to download it just fine. You just have to replace a few items or whatnot, like a railing and roof color or what have you. Because again, I didn't decorate anything, so there should be no items in the house for you to worry about and all of that happy, fun stuff. Looks like I'm trying to resize certain things. I was trying to give the house a little bit more dimension, so it didn't look as boxy as it does. But that's just the nature of the house. It is kind of boxy. This house also has kind of like an entryway looking area that I kind of struggled with. I wish we had better archways. personally. I would like to see more and like taller ones in different varieties that would fit on like a 2-block or even a 3-block. Because sometimes you don't want like a 6-block freaking, you know, archway in the house because it can get a little frustrating. I always delete the walls inside because like if you guys want to shape the house to be what you want, I don't want you to have to go in and delete them yourself. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna get rid of all these and you guys can do whatever you want. At least that's my thought process behind it. Right here, I was trying to give the house a little bit more dimension so it didn't look as straight and boxy in the front, and I thought that looked weird. I was trying to do it at different heights, and I was like, no, I don't like this at all. So, yeah, it didn't end up doing that. I'm pretty sure I got rid of it. If I keep it, I will be shocked, because, yeah, okay. I was like, wait, did I leave it, and I just sound like I'm losing it? No, I got rid of it. Yeah, the color scheme, I'm still not the most happy with, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and revisit it and try to fix it to where I like it, but we'll see. Oops, sorry. I'm like, the coughing is trying to come out, and I'm gonna like take a breath real fast so it doesn't happen, so you guys don't have to listen to me hack my stupid head off. Okay. Now that I can breathe. Sometimes like the coughing just comes out of nowhere and it's like it sucks the air out of me and I can't breathe. So I was trying to find a different brick that would work. Again, I'm not the most pleased about the color scheme and stuff from this particular house. But it works, you know, as a shell, it's fine. You guys can change it to your heart's content. I can go back and change it to my heart's content. I just got kind of sick of doing it, if that makes sense. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I do like the browner roof though, like the darker roof. I think it looks, adds a little bit more dimension to it, rather than like the super light one that we tried at first. I just like having contrast of colors and things of that nature. I do change the main wallpaper again, because I can already see there's like a line at the bottom. It looks like it's like a ombre type of wallpaper, and I didn't like that. So I do, yeah, I'm switching it up right now. Again, I'm still not sure how I feel about it. I was just trying to find something that was better than the one that was on there. Like in total honesty, it's not terrible, it's just not quite what I wanted, if that makes sense. I would have to really go back and like go through some stuff and figure that out. I'm putting in windows because this house in that middle section that I'm doing right now, it had like a weird window in the middle and windows lining it, and I really wanted to encompass that. So that's the main reason that stayed completely straight and I didn't add more dimension to it. Yeah, there is like a little balcony area. It looks a little weird. I don't hate it. And for some reason I struggled with this house, I think probably the most. I do think I end up making a shell for like little condos, potentially, if I'm remembering correctly. And those ones I struggled with a little bit too. But yeah, this one was a little bit more ambitious just because of the shape of the house and the roofing and all that fun stuff. But hopefully you guys like it. I put that little thing there because I thought it added more dimension. It broke it up a little bit, so again, it wasn't like straight up and down, you know what I mean? So that's that one. Trying to figure out what is our next one. This one might be the condos. Judging by how far over I'm building, it probably is. I believe they all kind of mirror each other, and there's like a bunch of different colors. You're gonna see me struggle with the colors 100%, and I do think I end up changing up the roofing and stuff like that, but you know, it turned out cute. There's cute little condos. You know, we've all been on the for rent buzz and all of that. I haven't really used it too much because I'm afraid of the bugs, I'm gonna be honest. In terms of turning something into a residential rental, I haven't really played with that feature because I don't want to bug out my game or anything like that. This one, so the end house was supposed to basically be flipped in terms of the shape. So I was just kind of, you know, turning it around and all that fun stuff and redoing it. See how it's like just the opposite of the other ones. And you're gonna see me mess with the roofing here and there and all of that. Again, I did not decorate the inside of the houses. just the outside. Sometimes you just want to build and you don't want to have to decorate stuff. I don't know, for some reason, like, doing the inside is just more stressful for me. I also decided I want to make that porch a little bit wider, so now I have to shift all the houses over a wee bit, and it's a whole thing. But I think these turned out pretty cute. Again, I don't know if I'll use them, at least not right this second, because again, I'm a little bit worried about the whole residential rental thing and my game bugging out, because no one wants that. We're adding in a little porchy roof dealio here. Yeah, I think it turned out cute. See, I'm using the get together ones that I really like. I always use those ones. It's very rare I stray away from those ones. I just think they're really clean cut and they're small. Like, they don't take away from anything, because sometimes I'll use them to divide up a kitchen, and it'll usually be right next to my fridge. And that sometimes will clip into the fridge, and I don't like that. So that's why you're seeing it here. So yeah, this one had a weird color scheme. I don't think I've stuck to it. Most of the house was yellow, and then like the top roofing part was like a green shingle looking thing. I do think I wound up going back and changing that because I decided I didn't quite like it. Not to say I disliked it, but it wasn't vibing with me. It didn't quite feel how I wanted it to feel, I guess. But yeah, and I don't like the green roof options that we have. Like, I feel like we just don't have enough color options for roofing, if that makes sense. But yeah, I thought these turned out pretty cute. I think am I building this in Tartosa, or where am I? I think I might actually be in the New World. I'm pretty sure. And here I am just fixing the roof to, be a little bit different. Yeah, I'm 90% sure I'm actually building in the New World with these lots. Which it's cute. I like this world a lot. It's actually really, really pretty. I really like the scenery in it. I like any world that has a lot of water in it. Maybe it's because I'm a water sign and I'm just like drawn to it. But that's kind of my thing. I love my houses being right on the water. Also, this house had a weird color scheme too. Like, it was like half and half, and it kind of threw me for a loop when I was painting, but I still think they turned out pretty cute. This could actually be a nice lot for like 100 baby kids to move out to. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, I could totally plop this in a world and have a bunch of her kids move into these houses. Because I feel like I'm running out of space in the existing households for Peggy's kids, so maybe I'll start doing that. I'll just have to like plunk some beds and stuff down, and like the basics at least, so they can live. But that may not be a terrible idea. And have them all in like separate households but on the same lot, so they're all together. I like keeping my 100 baby kids all together. I feel like it's weird if they're not. I don't know, I'm like, I don't want you to be abandoned by your family. Maybe I just get way too attached to my Sims, but it's a thing. I feel like I've been talking forever. I had to speed this video up too because it kept like verging on 45 minutes of a speed build, and I'm like, nope, that's too long. That's too long. I cannot speak for that long, especially with how much I've been coughing. Which sucks right now because I really want to get back into streaming at some point. I would probably stream Dead by Daylight and not The Sims. Not to say I wouldn't ever stream The Sims, because I would. I just feel like DBD is a little bit easier for me to talk through, if that makes sense. Like The Sims, I have to concentrate, okay? But yeah, I'm just putting in some fences to kind of divvy up the backyards for these individual little houses. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute. Add some foundation here. Yeah, I like it. I'm not too upset about it. Again, I might move some of my 100 baby kiddos into this. It could be a good idea. It looks like I'm about to fix something. Oh yeah, I'm fixing a roof. Because I realized that roof was a little bit different from the other ones, and I wanted to keep them to have their own personalities, so I fixed the roof. Now we should be moving on to the next guy. We have this build and then one more after. If I don't make it to the end, I apologize. My head is hurting from talking and coughing and all of that fun stuff. Trying to picture which one this is. It looks like this is not the one that's in Henford-on-Bagley. The one in Henford-on-Bagley is probably my favorite one that I did. I don't know, I really liked the the color scheme and all of that. I think this one is... I can't remember which world this is in. Well, it says Via Romanza, so this has to be Tartosa. Just judging by the name. It's kind of hard to tell when you're like speeding through it and you can't see anything. I was just picking lots, so the A fit the idea I had, and B had the lot size that I wanted, which is the main thing. But obviously I wasn't gonna build like a super suburban house in the middle of the desert, because I feel like that would look a little bit weird. Obviously it's gonna be more Mediterranean flair personally, but yeah. I'm trying to remember which house this is now. Am I doing the back or am I doing the front? Because that looks like it should be the front. I feel like the front should be facing the other way, but I'm assuming I'm sticking to whatever the orientation was, like when I loaded into the lot, you know, that whole fun deal. But oh, okay, I'm starting to remember this house a little bit more. Yeah, this one's actually really cute too. Again, we're back to like suburban-y looking houses, because apparently that's what I do. If you guys ever need a house built, just send me a picture of one that you like and I will totally build at least the structure of it. Again, I really like building, so I don't mind doing that. That wasn't even me being sarcastic or joking. Like, if there's one that you guys want built, send me a message on Twitter or something, or comment on YouTube, I don't know, join my Discord, because we do have a Discord for the channel, as well, obviously, as for my Twitch channel as well. Yeah, and just let me know what you want. I'm more than happy to build. I really enjoy it, so makes me happy. Oh, okay, I remember exactly which one this is now. This actually might be my favorite one, I don't remember. I was struggling to make the entry look how I wanted, and then it finally clicked. So you're gonna see me get it here in a second. It's gotta mess with it first. Building in The Sims, I feel like people get super nervous. They're like, I want to be perfect, you know, I want to know how to do this and this and this. Here's my number one tip. If you're new at building or you want to get better, just do it. Like, it sounds silly, but just plop yourself in and do it. Experiment with it, mess around with it, see what you like in terms of building. Not everything has to be perfect, and it's all about just seeing what actually works. And sometimes you just kind of have to mess around with it to see what looks good. Which I feel like that was my biggest issue, at least, was I wanted it to be perfect at all times. You know, I wanted to be good from the get-go, and I wasn't. I built square boxes with one giant roof slab, alright? We all did it. We all had the box house. Like, I don't care who you are. Every single one of us did the box house at one point or another. I certainly did. You know, eventually you get better at it. I learned from watching people build, and I also learned by looking at pictures of builds, like looking at house photos and stuff like that, and building based off of those. You know what I mean? Like, using them as inspiration and then trying to replicate it. Wound up being the easiest way I could. Oh yeah, I really like this house. Now that I'm remembering which one it is, I love this house. It turned out really pretty. I love the little porchy area. I love the little side. Everything about it's really cute. And we should have one more after this one. Looks like I'm gonna spend some time painting here, because there's quite there's a good chunk of this portion left before we get to the last build. So I'm probably messing with paint the entire time. It kind of had like a little bit of a shutter thing about it, so I tried to stick with that. It was a little more white and grayscale, so again, stuck with that. Tried to make it look like the photo. That's my biggest issue. When I do build off of photos, which is most of the time, I try to emulate it too much. Like, I try to make it look identical, and I have to tell myself, this is The Sims, it doesn't have to be identical, no one's going to know. So you don't have to make it perfect. Which again, something I struggle with. But you know, we're getting better at it. I'm learning to just kind of let it go, and after I get the basic structure, just to kind of do what I want with it. But yeah, so we're adding in some little archway thingies again, because it looks like I messed up. Oh yeah, I was trying to add trees. I do end up adding the trees, just not where I'm trying to put them right now. But they're just kind of hanging out. They're just sitting there. They're just chilling. doing their tree thing. I decided I liked the wider staircase better. I thought it looked nicer. I just kind of plopped the trees down. We should be almost at the end of this portion. It looks like I'm going to add in the windows. Because again, I was trying to go for a specific feeling with this particular house. So it's usually easier for me to just add them. So you guys can see what it's supposed to look like. Even if you don't have that particular window, you can still replace it with something else. Or whatever to your heart's content, you know. Yeah, I decided to make that top part a little bit wider for the windows to fit better. And just adding in some dimension here. I made the windows all black because the house is kind of a grayscale color scheme, and I thought the black would complement it well. And then I decided these windows looked better because they matched the squares a little bit better, and I was going for a more modern type look, I suppose. And then, oh, do I change the windows again? Oh, I totally did. I totally did. Now they're kind of brownish, because Cats and Dogs for some reason does not have a black scheme. So we're just pretending that the brown works. It kind of does though. I think it looks nice. I actually really like this house. This could actually, I might end up having to use this one in particular because I actually quite like this one. I think it turned out really nice. I really like the shape of it. It's very open, which is my style. You might end up seeing this house eventually. Maybe we could use this for Tiana's generation at some point. What am I doing? Oh, I'm changing the roof color. That's what I'm doing. I was like, wait, what just happened here? Gotta fix that. And add in a trim. Sometimes when you go into tab and you're like, oh, I forgot to fix this. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're moving on to the last build. Let's see what we got going here. This should be, yeah, this is in Henford on Bagley. I can already kind of tell. At least I think it is. Maybe? I think so. But this one is my favorite one. I really like the color scheme of this particular one. It's really, really pretty. It's on the thumbnail. I'm 90% positive. I just think it turned out really cute. But I'm gonna stop yapping now that we've gotten to the last one. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed seeing kind of my process, I guess, with building shells, which is what I was mostly trying to do. And also, again, I learned from watching other people build as well. So my only hope at times is that I can help you guys as well, if that makes sense. Like, to help you guys find your little things that you like doing with building, and maybe seeing the process will help in terms of learning more about it and stuff like that. Because again, like I said, I watched people build, which made me into a better builder, made me understand roofing a little bit better, and shaping of houses and things of that nature. So I don't know, I just think it's nice when we can connect in that way. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else aside from me, but I was just, you know, trying to help, and maybe like visually seeing it makes a difference, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I was struggling with the roof a little bit. Again, trial and error is definitely a thing with The Sims. Don't be afraid to try stuff with this game. Just play around with the controls, play around with building, see what you like, see what you don't like, and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping and rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. All these builds are available up on the gallery under my gallery ID, which is AngeliaAnn, which is pretty much my username everywhere except for YouTube. At some point I probably should change it to just be AngeliaAnn, but like all my links are for YouTube are the same, so I don't want to have to go through and change that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!